What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna look at other ways to create NumPy arrays besides manually putting in the numbers. So let's start. The first thing we do whenever we're using NumPy is to install it into our program. !pip install NumPy upgrade quiet. So just run that. You see it's running right here. And the next thing we have to do is import NumPy as NP. And this imports NumPy as NP. And as NP, it's just an alias, so you don't have to type out NumPy all the time. You can type out something that's shorter. And the alias can be whatever you want it to be, so it could be like import NumPy as G or something like that. So we know that there's ways to create NumPy arrays like this. And this is the one which we've been using. We just manually plug in numbers. And we get this. But now let's take a look at other ways to populate NumPy arrays. So one way is using the np.zeros method. So it's np.zeros, and then you give the dimensions of your array. So I'll do 3 by 2 by 4. And now let's take a look at our array. And we see it's full of zeros. If you need zeros, use this method. And the same thing goes for the next method. This one populates your arrays with just ones. So np.ones. So we put one pair of parentheses, and inside that we put another pair of parentheses, and then we do 1, 2, 3. So now let's take a look at this. And we get it's filled with ones. Now let's take a look at a method that's gonna let us populate our array with random numbers. So let's do array 4 equals np.random.randn parentheses, and then you give it the dimensions of the array you want. So I'll just say a 2 by 2 array. Now let's take a look at array 4. And we see it's filled with random values. So if I run this again, it's gonna have different values. Just like that. Another method you can use is the np.full method, which fills your array with one number. So it's kind of like np.ones and np.zeros. So array 2 equals np.full parentheses square bracket the dimensions of my array. I'll say a 2 by 4, and then outside the square bracket, comma, and then you put in the number you want. So I'll say 5. Now let's take a look at array 2, and we get it's filled with 5s. And finally, the last method that we're going to look at in this video is the np.arange method. So I'm just going to create another array. Array 9 equals np.arange. So now you need a start, a stop, and a step. So let's say we want an array that starts at 1, goes until 20, and has a step of 2. The step is basically what it increments by. So let's take a look at this array. And we see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, all the way to 19. So these were just some ways for you to fill up your arrays if you didn't want to manually type in every number. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.